Yes,
What
sir.
up, though?
What's goody?
Fuck, I didn't even see this light was out. I just blew through this bitch. Fuck it.
Oh shit.
Hopefully, I don't get pulled over. It'd be good content, though. They call that the money shot. When you get the police called on you, they call that the
Oh
money
yeah,
shot.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
On YouTube, that's what the YouTubers be calling it. Get that money shot. You going to jail, you gonna go viral if you go to jail. Fuck all that.
That's
I'm
funny.
not trying to go viral like that.
Nah, fuck all that.
Yeah. I'm waiting for
Uh,
these shit. You say you had over 1,000 eyes in this bitch early?
yeah, yeah. I was killing that shit. So usually, look, when I go live, like at a minute mark, usually one or two people come in, and then
Right.
at a minute and a half, it jumps up to like 40 or 50, and then after watch, you'll see. I'm
I
predicting it
know.
now. And then it gradually just declines, and then it usually stays between 6 and 7 people in the live at a time.
Yeah, like ours lately, these last couple days been start around 4 minutes. Just what up, doing, Bill Antonio? I'm gonna send him this live so he can tap in the
Oh
chat
hell
real
yeah,
quick. He just messaged me. Hold up.
it's all good. Plugging my phone in so I get some juice. Perfect. What up though? What up? What up though?
All right, all right, I'm
Th-
back. Black
There you
Antonio,
go.
what up, bro? Yeah, I tried to hit you up earlier, Blantonio. It was slapping this. Like I was saying, about 5 minutes, we get about 100 and some eyes. Then they start. It sticks around there for a few. Then it stays steady though, around 60 till we get about an hour or so, man, close to an hour. Then it stays steady around like 10. But they constantly
Yeah,
comment.
yeah,
That's the
yeah.
problem. They're always commenting this shit.
Yeah,
Like I
and then
had
I've been
people this
having like study.
morning.
What's that?
I had people from Germany this morning. Scotland been showing mad love, dog. Scotland been tapping in like crazy. I think Parkhead Boy been promoting us out there and shit because I made him a moderator. And he's the
Yeah,
only
that's what's
person
up.
out of the United States besides D. Cochran who's a moderator and shit. And she's in Canada, so we
That's cool.
worldwide, baby. We international at the Hood Smoker Podcast. International.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
What
And
is
I've
it?
been having people come in here and lately, like I had a couple people coming in that I've been telling them if I see them back too, doing their part, I'll let them be mods as well. You know what I mean?
Now Scotland, and I guess they got some kind of beef going on over there with the English they were talking about.
Yeah,
Like,
they
cause
never
I
liked the
guess
English.
yeah, I know the Braveheart shit, but I mean this is different though, cause I guess there's a big Muslim nation of Islam population in Scotland, and the English are going after them. That's who they're beefing with it. I guess there's two parts of Scotland, cause we had people from two different parts of Scotland tapped in, and they was kind of beefing in the chat with each other. And we were like, no, we don't play that shit. Y'all keep it cool. We can get a. I think we made peace between two sides of Scotland. So
We good.
we're
I just had a phone
responsible
call
for
come in.
causing. We should get a Nobel Prize for that. The Hood Smoker Podcast. We're bringing peace to the world.
Hell yeah. We try to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what we're all about. We ain't about that drama. I get all those comments, free Palestine. Then we had somebody from Israel in the chat, and we tried to get that shit squashed between them and shit. And it's like fucking let them know this shit's all a plan. All these governments are crooked and shit. All of them.
Well, I told you, like those protests, a lot of them protests is bullshit. Like the University of Penn one, they went there, they locked everybody up. It
Yeah,
was 36 people, only 6 of them were students, 30 of them were homeless people.
they just last
You
weekend
hear
in
what I said?
Detroit had
30
that.
of them
Yeah,
were homeless people, though. That's what I'm saying.
no,
So
they
they look
showed
bigger than they is. It's like, yo, you need a
right.
place to stay? All right, you can
They showed
crash
that shit
here.
downtown on Wayne State University in downtown Detroit, made it look like it was some big time protest. But it
Yeah.
wasn't shit. I didn't hear nothing about it. I didn't see nothing but on the news. That's the only place I heard about it. And then I seen there was a cop, he went viral, a Detroit cop, because one of the Palestinian protesters was filming them. There was like five cops standing there, and this sergeant, big white cop with red, he was a ginger and shit, you know what I'm saying? So he already got an attitude because he a ginger, and they were yelling shit at him and shit. And he was like, go back to Mexico, you know what I'm saying? Because it was kind of by Southwest, and he probably thought she was Mexican, but she was Palestinian. And they went
Oh,
viral and shit, and like they made a big deal about it because he told her to go back to Mexico and shit. Like, but that, I mean, Don't you think these cops? I mean, it was way worse before they knew they were being filmed. I mean, she's holding her phone. He knows he's probably on live. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't give a fuck because he wouldn't have
Yeah, they
said
get
that
away with
shit.
a lot of shit though all the time. You know what I mean? They used to it.
Oh, they got one of my videos took down. The police did. The cops actually did. They actually pulled me over and stretched me out over a video. I was like, for real, you're actually pulling me out the car and searching me over a fucking YouTube video. They're like the street reporter. I was live a couple times on well, not live videotape. I used to videotape and pre-record them and upload them. But some of the lives I had an app where I could go live on Facebook. That's how I did the protest downtown for George Floyd, and I uploaded it on YouTube. I could take the lives from Facebook and put them on YouTube. So I did that. That's how that was a Facebook live, and I was live for like 2 hours down there, burning rebel. They was burning rebel flags out of cop cars. That shit was. It felt good to be able to yell in the police's face, and they couldn't do shit about it because all these years of them harassing motherfuckers, and to be able to say
I just
fuck the
feel like,
police.
yeah, I went to one of them, and then I wanted to go out to the main joint on 69th Street where they were robbing the stores. I had the sneaker store. My girl's like, "Don't you fucking dare go!" She wouldn't
You
let
were
me
trying to
go.
get involved with the looting and shit, trying to get some free shit.
Yeah, because that's what
Hey,
everybody was
if
doing here.
it's a
Yo, you
big
should see the
corporation,
videos.
I'm all for it. But don't
The
hit no
videos were
local
crazy.
businesses. That ain't right to hit the local businesses, though. You know what I'm
I was
saying?
talking
But
about Foot Locker. I was looking
oh
at
yeah,
that
Foot
Foot
Locker.
Locker. Hell
Smash
yeah.
Foot Locker. I definitely hit Foot Locker. Yeah, you get some shit out of there too and shit.
Yeah, they no, they
Like,
went in the back. They robbed the whole fucking shit. They had the National Guard. I had a picture of the National Guard. They had like not tanks, like I don't know what they were. They were some big ass whips though, blocking the intersection and shit. It was crazy for a
yeah,
while. They had all the stores were boarded up, but they got that shit fixed in like a week or two, so it wasn't too bad, you know.
yeah, they tried to like Antifa and shit like that. They tried to send people to Detroit and tried to like set the Molotov cocktails and bricks by stores, people to fuck shit up. But the people wasn't going for it. Like they was fucking the Antifa people up. They tried to get the motherfucking microphone, and motherfuckers be like, "We know you ain't from Detroit. You ain't getting the microphone and shit." But they had one of the
Hmm.
big ass microphones. You know what I'm saying? Down there, standing on top of a cop car behind the first precinct downtown. It was just funny, dog, seeing all these cops, and they were looking scared until the goon squad came
There's a
in.
lot of cops that went in there, like you said, that would like wear masks and shit and act like they was
Yeah.
part of the crowd and shit, but they was
Oh
really,
yeah,
you know what I mean, undercover. Like, yo, this is what they
oh
doing.
yeah,
Okay.
they were in there too, but they didn't say shit because they would get fucked up. It was so many people, you know what I'm saying? They had to bring the guy. They was banging on their shields when they were coming, and that's when I told my son-in-law Noel, who was down there with me, because we weren't even planning to go there. We just heard that it was going down downtown, and we happened to be close by. So I was like, we parked like outside of downtown and walked like a mile to it and shit. But as soon as they started shooting the tear gas and all that shit, you can see it on the video. Cause I seen all the news going in the middle of the street. So I'm like, fuck that. I'm pressed too. I'm the street reporter. I was like acting like I was with like the Detroit News and the Free Press and the Channel 7 and all them that were in the middle of the street filming the goon squad coming. I jump in the middle of the street with my phone like this. And I'm sitting there filming them like I'm filming till they got so close where I could actually see the canisters flying. I'm like, okay, I looked at Noel, my son-in-law, and I'm like, dog, it's time for us to bounce. Like it's
Hell
about to
yeah.
go now.
They
Man.
did that to the people in Philadelphia. They had people blocking off the highway in Philly and shit, and they was standing in the middle of the street, and they blocked them off. They wouldn't let them leave, and they was throwing the tear gas at them, and they was fucking people up in the middle of Philly. There's a famous video happened like during that riot and shit. Because it was crazy here. Like right when that shit happened, it was like they were killing people in all these major cities. Like it was killing black people in all these major cities, and it happened in Philly twice. So like right when George Floyd happened here, so it was like it was like coordinated. It seemed like you know what I mean. And then all that money ended up going to two lesbians at the end of the day. Real shit.
Well,
And they got a nice mansion and shit. So I mean, it was all for nothing at the end of the day. That's why what I say, like this whole Palestine shit, man. It was all homeless people just need a spot to stay. That's all that shit was, and six students. So 36 people, but only six of them were students. The rest are homeless people. Like, yeah, join our. They don't care. They just need a place to stay. You know what I mean? So it looks bigger, but it's really just a homeless encampment.
do you
That's all that
guys
shit
got the
was.
thing out there where like I don't know, it's something here in Detroit, but you know Chicago's our sister city. But Larry Hoover did a thing called growth and development, so that GDs weren't like known as a gang anymore. It was supposed to be a like a organization to help the community. He was picking up. He did it here in Detroit too. They had buses They were pulling up on members of the GDs, having them get on these buses. They don't even know what they're going to protest for. You know what I'm saying? But they're repping growth and development, and they would go like do positive protests and marches and shit like that. They did that shit where they were busing people there like gang members, and these members don't even know what they're protesting for, but they're down there holding signs. You know what I'm saying? To make it look good for GDs and shit. Like
Yeah,
they
yeah,
ain't.
yeah.
I mean, I guess they said he got that from Al Capone because I guess Al Capone used to run soup kitchens for the poor and shit like that. If you got the city behind you, then you can run that bitch. You got more power than the mayor, than police, and all that. So if you get the people to love you, that's what you need, and that's I guess what he was doing. They said he took
That's
it
like
out the
that
handbook
dude
to Al
who owned
Capone.
the Teamsters. That's like that dude who had the Teamsters. The guy they
So,
killed
yeah.
in Detroit.
Oh, you talking
Hoffa.
about Hoffa,
Yeah,
Jimmy
yeah, yeah.
Hoffa?
Yeah, he ran that shit.
No, Hoffa was a gangster. You seen that movie, right? With De Niro and Pacino in it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Irishman.
Yeah, yeah. That was a dope movie and shit. Yeah, but De Niro was like his bodyguard, wasn't he?
No,
Like his
some Puerto
personal
Ricans
buddy.
were
What is
crying.
Brad Antonio talking about?
Tell him to go back to the country, and Puerto Rico is part of America.
He said, I seen a video of this redneck harassing some Puerto Ricans playing reggaeton, telling them to go back to their country, not realizing, yeah, Puerto Rico is part of America. It's a territory.
My brother,
Yeah,
he
they
was when he
stupid.
joined. When my younger brother joined the military, he said that at boot camp there was more people there from Puerto Rico than from like on the mainland in America and shit that were
Yeah,
joining the army.
because they get all these benefits that they want to, you know what I mean? Like hell yeah. Same thing with like where the Rock's from and that other island. What should we
Isn't he
call it?
from Hawaii?
No, he's from American
Oh,
Samoa. It's like
oh,
next, yo,
small.
that shit is like almost near fucking Australia. Like that's what I'm saying. We got like land near Australia and shit. Like it's crazy. The Mariana Trench, we own all that shit too.
Right.
Man, this live's funny, man. It was even, you know what I mean? It was all right. Like the numbers is crazy. They be popping up though. Hopefully, let's talk
Yeah,
about
where
Drake.
everybody at?
You know what I mean? I had this shit slapping at 8 o'clock this morning. I was doing a
Yeah,
live
this
mad
morning
early.
it's like a hit or miss at what time you go live. Sometimes I'll go live and there won't hardly be anybody in there, but sometimes it just slaps. I'm like, damn. And but like people local too were tapping in, like E-Course, which is right next to Southwest Detroit. Like we had gained a couple new fans from that, new subscribers and shit, which I think is dope when people subscribe on their own and they see that like they check out actually take the time to check out the content. Because it's cool if you subscribe and you hit like, but go watch the content. You know what I'm saying? If they go actually, they'd be like, when you see them say like, "Yeah, I just checked out the content, it's dope," so I subscribe and shit. That's dope when people say shit like that. It's
Yeah, that's
like,
cool.
but I mean, we appreciate it. Hit subscribe, y'all, and follow the Hood Smoker podcast too.
Hell yeah.
But Hartford now a huge speed bump in the middle of downtown Detroit. Dog, I've heard so many different stories about where Hoff is at in Detroit, dog, that he's buried under this place, he's buried under that place, he's this and that. Like, dog,
No, they
somebody
probably
knows.
dissolved
They
his
know.
body, man. They probably dissolved his
Word on
body
the
with this
street,
shit.
word, dog. I heard he walked into this house, dog. This is what the streets of Detroit said. This ain't from a movie or none of that. This is what dudes that was around, like in the Purple Gang and all that shit. This is old school shit. Mafia motherfuckers said that
Yeah.
they seen the last time Hoffa was seen, he went into a basement of a house in Farmington Hills, Michigan, which is like a upper class part of Oakland County outside of Detroit. And it's like it's probably about a half hour, 45 minutes north of Detroit, and it's a nicer area, but it's like a city and shit, but nice houses and shit, nice ass suburb. Well, they said that that was the last place anyone seen him, a live witness that seen him walking into this basement with a couple known Italian mafia members and shit that were at this house too. It was a known house that was being watched by the feds and all that shit for the because of the mafia shit. And so that was the last place I heard that they said they seen him. So who knows what happened in that basement of that house? You know what I'm saying? And you know
They
how the
probably just
mafia
shot him right
rolls.
away. Probably just shot him right away. They probably had somebody waiting. He didn't even know it.
Put them
He
in
just walked in the
pieces
room
and
like, "Come
shit.
here, man." Somebody waiting behind
So
the
he
wall.
probably spread out all over the place. They could have spread them out across the country. You know what I'm saying? Drop off a piece
Well,
here, drop off a piece there.
that's what I'm saying. They put his body in that shit that eats the skin, and there was just
Yeah,
bones left. They could just pulverize the bones and put it in concrete and literally just lay the concrete. I know that for a fact. And I'm not going to tell you how I know that, but I know that for a fact. That's for a lot of guys go. They make the meat go away, and then the only problem is the bones. And if you grind them bones up and put it in concrete, nobody knows. That shit could be anywhere. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of
You can always get a
Italians.
pig farm. You can always get a pig farm. Now, don't talk. You want to start talking about getting rid of bodies? You talking to MCs that grew
Yeah,
up on East Time and shit like that. We brother Lynch on. I'll tell you how to get rid of some bodies. You know what I'm saying? Besides dumping, putting the food for the fish. Have you ever heard about the pigs? Feeding them the pigs.
yeah,
They
yeah,
eat
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
bones and everything. They leave nothing behind. Nothing. Like, I mean, Mafia used to do that shit. They used to have like where they would in the city, like in New York. You'd be in the middle of New York and these motherfuckers got a fucking like a warehouse with pigs in it and shit. Fucking like in the
Yeah,
middle of New York City.
Chicago's like that because Chicago is like where a lot of the meat goes. They say to be shipped around America.
Shout out to Monte Cristo. I just seen these commented on something we posted. Shit. Shout out Monte Cristo.
Oh
Yeah, we
yeah,
got Star Stuff tonight. It's gonna be a dope ass episode. This dude but done produced. He's a legend for real. He done produced for some of the biggest names in the industry, and he's still like some of the biggest hits. People don't realize like a lot of these producers are, and that's why I'm glad we're starting to like put a shine on some of the producers because they do a lot for the hip hop. You know what I'm saying? A lot. Any rapper will tell you got to have a dope producer. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh
so
yeah,
when you get a dope producer that's produced for like groups like SWV to 3 6 Mafia that were like fucking these are records that won Grammys and shit, you know what I'm saying? That went multi-platinum. People forget about the producer unless you're somebody like Diddy jumping around in the videos in a shiny suit and
yeah.
shit,
Or
trying to
Dr.
get on
Dre in the
everything.
background.
Yeah, like you can go somewhere with that bullshit. But shit, I gotta make a quick call real quick. But fucking I can jump back on the live. I don't know, Antonio Tyler, if you want to do like how we be doing the pass the mic. We can just have other people jump in, then I'll jump in the chat as soon as I make the call. Y'all can chop it up for a minute and I'll jump back on. Because I'm about
I
to be in
send
a
it to
little
you though in your chat. Can you copy that and send it to him?
uh
I don't know.
yeah,
Yeah.
Antonio can tap in if you can put add guest. You would have to put add guest and send it to Antonio. If Antonio's down, let me know, Antonio.
Oh, I see. I
Let's
think
see
I
that.
could do it. I got you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
on that
just
little
can't do it
side,
while I'm
the little
on.
3 buttons on the side, on the bottom, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's the same way you can share it too. Right now, it'll just probably tell you share or remove guest, and that would be moving me. But make sure if Plantonio's good with it, yeah, I'm sure he'll tap in. And I'm just making a quick call, and I'll jump in the chat, and I'll share it around in some more groups. Try to get some people in here. You know what I'm saying? Hit that everyone, at everyone shit, tag everyone, and fucking let's get some. That might be some of the reasons why we
Bit
get
later.
trolled
I'm
too.
and
Because some
noisy.
of
All
those
right, that's
groups,
cool.
okay. All right, Antonio. Yeah, I was wondering if you everything was good, but shit. I don't know unless you want to go. If you stay live for a couple minutes, I'll hop back on here with you and shit. If you stay on
Yeah,
here,
I'll probably stay live.
all right. But I'll share it around to a couple groups too and shit. Try to get some more eyes in here, and I'll put it in the round table and all that. Tell them to jump on. Big wig
I got
splitter.
you. Or if you want me to start a new one, you know what I mean? Sometimes like when I do one and then like I'll start a new
Yeah,
one, the new one
think
be
you are.
bumping more than the
Yeah.
old one.
Yeah, that probably would be better because it's already gonna say you're live. It says you're live for like an hour after you get off live too and shit. It'll just say this live is ended if someone clicks on it.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
had
just
one
hear
that
me.
said I was live 2 days ago when I did my shit. Like I ended it and look, this live was live 2 days ago. What the fuck? Weird.
Yeah, bet Antonio said he's almost done shopping like 30. Like I said, I'll be ready in a few minutes. So if you want, I'll just hit you up and let you know when I'm ready. We can do another one and see how that one goes.
All right.
That bitch will probably slap. Shout out to the three eyes that is in here. Make sure y'all smash like, subscribe.
Oh yeah, hit
Hood
that
Smokers
like button.
Potcast. Chester McFly, J Gutta, we in this bitch. Platonio Todd.
I
Shout
found
out to
another
Brother
old
Freeman.
bottle, man. That's crazy. I tell you, like my
Uh,
whole yard has. I told we gotta get a metal detector over here one day. My yard has like all these old bottles from like the 1920s and shit buried in it.
oh, that's dope. Yeah, you got to do. I heard Christopher Jordan told me that the
This
roach
John
killing
today.
video was slapping too and shit. Shout out to Christopher Jordan. But I heard that roach killing video y'all was
Yeah,
slapping and
that
shit.
John was killing it, yo. At nighttime, I'll do a roach killing video with you. I got
Yeah, I want
the
to jump
roach
on.
taser. Yo,
I'll have
those
to
I don't know
jump
why.
on.
Then yeah, they like seeing roaches. People crazy.
Yeah, that's what's up. I think some people from other countries just like to see how we're living over here. You know what I'm saying? Like that, so they
Yeah, I
tap.
had people tap in from Singapore and the Philippines a lot.
Yeah, we had somebody from Thailand last night when me and Blantonio went live. I think he was tapped in like when we went for a minute when we went
Yeah,
live.
yeah, I was in for a minute.
Yeah. But shit, all right, well, I gotta make this call real quick and then I'll just message you and we can start up another one. It's been 20 minutes and shit been live in this bitch. So make sure y'all smash like J Gutta and Chester McFly. Check us out. We'll be live in a minute. Peace out. I'll hit you up right before I'm ready, dog. And you can shoot. I think the link stays the same though, dog, unless you change it and shit.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Let's do a new live. I'll do a new live so then we get
all
more
right,
viewers and shit. Let
bet.
me know when
So
you're good.
about
All right.
5, 10 minutes. All right, I'll hit you up about 5, 10 minutes, dog.
All right.
All right,
Peace.
bet. Peace.
All right, y'all. Peace. I'm out.